I'm making a do's list of what to do on a first date. Here we go. Okay, so talk about whatever. Literally, there's nothing off limits on a first date. I literally can talk about anything, but here's a caveat. It's gonna depend on your energy. For example, if you're talking about your past relationships and you're feeling really insecure about it, or you're still feeling like a victim of your past relationship, or you haven't really owned what you co-created with someone in the past, you're not taking responsibility for it, you're gonna come off a certain way when you talk about your past relationships. You can still talk about it. I'm just saying energy will make a difference. Another example is if you are talking about the woman in front of you and you're feeling very lustful. You're talking about her, you're talking about her looks, you're really hyping her up, and you're doing it because you want her to like you more. You want to flatter her, you want to over compliment, you want to barf all this stuff onto her so that she'll like you more. This will kind of create a little desperate energy, a little needy energy. Again, the more you go on dates, the more you talk to women, the more you can start identifying the energy you're even coming from. And some people may not even be aware of it. That's where coaching is so important. But again, nothing is off limits. What I want you to focus more on is the energy in which you talk about certain subjects. That's one. Okay, second is do hold the door open for her. It's a little bit more old school. These next things are gonna be walk her to her car, pay for the date, follow up promptly. Honestly, you don't have to do any of those things. I'm just saying what I prefer. And a lot of women don't really care, but I will tell you what works for kind of majority of women is holding the door open for her. Shows you're a gentleman, shows you are thoughtful, shows you're considerate, shows that you want to really care for this woman who is now in your company. Okay, walk her to her car. This is so crucial. Don't ever just leave a date and say like, all right, nice to see ya, take care. Okay, you can do this. Again, you can do that, but I will tell you, you're likely, and actually test this out, on your dates, right? Well, okay, don't test it out because I don't want you to fail when you don't do it. But please just walk her to her car. Offer. You don't actually have to. If she says, no, really, like it's totally okay, you can insist again, like, no, I would really love to. You know, I don't want you to walk alone. Like, totally not a problem for me to do that. You can also just be like, hey, where's your car? And and just walk her there. Okay, these are great things to do. Really, really great things to do on a date. Every single date. Okay, the next one is going to be pay for the date. Okay, guys, this one's a little controversial. I totally understand. If finances are an issue, do not take women to places you cannot afford. So coffee shops are great. Maybe make something at home or go to a really cute little pizza spot. Do not worry so much about the fanciness of a place. Again, coffee is fine. Even going for a walk is totally fine. Doesn't cost you anything. But if you're gonna be dating a woman, I do want you to get into that attitude of you are going to pay because you want to, You want to be that gentleman who can step up and do that. Okay, the next one is you're gonna follow up promptly. So after a date, either at the end of that date, you're gonna ask her for another date and set that up, figure out a day, time, all of that. Or you're gonna text her that night or the next day asking, hey, it was great to meet you. What is your availability this week? I'd love to take you on another date. Boom, perfect. This is awesome stuff to do. I highly recommend it. Again, you don't have to do these things, but I will say after coaching a lot of men and listening to what is working for them and what is not, these things, definitely put it on your do list when you take women on a date.